right, Dylan, thank you. Thomasville police say they have detained a person of interest after a shooting last night on Tremont Street. Right now, investigators say there is no threat to the public. We are working to learn the condition of the victim and what may have led to the shooting. Now to Greensboro, where a man is in jail accused of killing a man in High Point last week. 27-year-old Dion Spain is charged with first-degree murder and is being held without bond. High Point police say he shot a 35-year-old man multiple times last week. Officers found the man in a wrecked car along Anaheim Street. He later died at the hospital. A Winston-Salem teacher facing charges accused of abuse. According to arrest warrants, 24-year-old Kaya Tichy is now facing 11 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Tichy is a physical education teacher at East Dawn Elementary School. According to those warrants, back on February 27, she encouraged and helped children between the ages of 8 and 10 place duct tape on their mouths. Tichy is due in court on April 20th. A Piedmont man is in custody in Rowan County, charged with sex crimes by the Invictus Task Force. Officials say they began investigating after receiving a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children earlier this month and later identified James Metcalf as a suspect. Today, he was charged with 10 counts of felony second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor. Metcalf is expected to face a judge on Monday. We are hearing from members of the High Point Police Department for the first time as they mourn the loss of one of its own. The department says Detective David Rosser died earlier this week after a medical emergency. He served the High Point community for nearly 2 decades, working in several roles from a firearms instructor to a crisis negotiator, even playing the bagpipes in the department's honor guard. Lieutenant Dusty Brackett says he met Detective Rosser when they both worked at Oak Ridge Military Academy.
He was a major force on campus. He was one of our 2 bagpipers that played in our band, which was a big asset to the academy. We haven't often had those. And when you are marching in a military passing review, like you do in military school, having those pipers in the band is really a source of pride and inspiration. I know it always was for me. That's one of the things that I remember best about him.
High Point police have not shared any information about a memorial service. Detective David Rosser was 42 years old. We are taking a live look now from Capitol Hill this afternoon. House lawmakers are expected to vote today on a bill to fund most of the Department of Homeland Security before leaving for their 2-week spring break recess. Overnight, the Senate approved the measure. It funds multiple agencies under DHS, including TSA and the Coast Guard. It does not include funding for ICE operations or reforms, and that's what this partial government shutdown has been about for Democrats.
The Democrats just kept moving the goalposts. And today, they just walked away.
This could have been accomplished weeks ago if Republicans hadn't stood in the way.
And we have certainly seen the impacts at some airports across the country with long lines at security checkpoints, as many TSA agents are quitting or just not showing up at all for work. As Aaron Gilchrist reports from Atlanta, TSA agents are due to miss another paycheck this week.
We're now at another Friday with TSA workers going without a full paycheck. And here at Atlanta's airport, we've been watching the lines. And of course, late in the morning, early in the afternoon, the lines tend to die down a little bit. Of course, this morning, we saw people waiting in long lines, snaking outside the airport at times for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours in some cases. We've seen longer waits, perhaps 4 hours in Houston, for example. And this is all as President Trump has said he's ordering his DHS secretary to pay TSA workers immediately. And we know the Senate has also decided to fund the Department of Homeland Security, most of it. All of that activity, though, in Washington really hasn't trickled out to the airports around the country. And so we're still seeing high call-out rates. We're still seeing long lines. And I wouldn't expect that to change as this spring break travel season continues and as we go into this weekend until people have more clarity on when exactly workers will be paid and the Department of Homeland Security will reopen. Back to you.
TSA workers here in the Carolinas are really feeling the pain from the standoff over funding DHS. Tanya Crocker is a grandma and TSA agent at Charlotte Douglas International Airport. She's among those showing up for work despite not getting paid. And she says the lack of income is creating major pressure on agents who still have personal financial obligations.
Most of us haven't even recovered from the last shutdown. I'm quite sure, people are getting letters of, eviction, foreclosure, repossession. That's nonsense.
Despite the financial stress, Crocker said she remains committed to her role in supporting her fellow agents. Back here at home, community members are helping impacted workers. The PTI Airport Authority has organized a gift card drive to support TSA agents. They're asking for gift cards from grocery stores and gas stations that are $20 or less and do not include Visa, MasterCard, or American Express logos. You can drop off gift cards at the Piedmont Triad Airport Authority office Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m.